Hey Collective and Soul Tribe, happy Thursday. It is Thursday, August the 27th, and it is the full moon, okay, that's happening for today and up till the 29th, okay, in Aquarius, Pisces, and Aries. So I hope you guys are, doing your rituals and things, whatever it is that you need to do to help release the energy. I hope you guys are doing that, but let's get started, okay? I couldn't even get a chance to say, hey Spirit, what messages do you have to? I couldn't, because the first card that came up was release. Okay guys, the first card that wanted to show up is release. Okay, so some of you guys are feeling the need to release some energy, whether this is releasing a past version of yourself, okay, releasing people, places, things, whatever it is that you got to do to release in order for you to step into a newer beginning is significant. Not only that, I feel like there's somebody's energy too where, you know how we talk about spring cleaning, right? Like instead of spring cleaning, fall cleaning could be significant where, you guys are being prepared to clean up in the fall, okay? But I don't know why I'm getting this feeling where it's like you guys could be either wanting to throw away old things. So this could be like 111 on the timer, so that you can receive a new beginning. And receive is also showing up here with the World card, right? I'll get deeper into that, but I just feel like someone wants to throw away old things. This could be things that people have given you or things that you've bought that you don't need anymore. But it's just this energy of getting rid of the old so that you can have the new, right? It's this thing like out with the old, in with the new type of energy, right? And so some of you guys could resonate with this, okay? So yeah, there's something about you receiving, okay, with the World card when it comes to you releasing. It's like the more that you release, okay, whatever it is that you're releasing, this could be releasing control, releasing material things, money, whatever it is that you need to release, because everybody's situations are different and everybody has different mindsets, right? It just feels like the more that you release, the more that you receive, okay? So you guys could be receiving from either source or receiving from the world or receiving from just in general, okay? From your ancestors, your guides, your spirit team, right? But there is something about that, okay? So definitely when it comes to emotions, some of you guys are tapped into your emotions. Also when it comes to like being emotional, like some of you guys may feel like you might be really emotional about certain things, and so people may assume that because you're emotional means that they can walk all over you. No, maybe you're just very sensitive to certain, topics or conversations, and not everything you want to express or talk about with every and anybody, which is understandable. Those are boundaries, right? But I just feel like a lot of you guys, when it comes to like deep emotions, you guys are really connected to your emotions. You guys are tuned in. You guys are connected to your higher selves. You guys are in alignment. And because of that, it's very hard for you to connect with other people on a surface level, because a lot of times you don't care to talk about the weather or I don't know, like just little weird conversations that just feel like mundane, you know what I mean? So you don't care to talk about the weather or sports or like simple-minded, I guess, things, okay, even though it may not be simple-minded to somebody who likes those kind of conversations. But I feel like some of you that are very deep, it feels like more of you guys would rather be in communication with people who like to talk about their life and traumas and things like that, okay? And 333 on the timer, like being supported by, source and people. And I'm not talking about like trauma bonding where it's like you went through hell, I went through hell, we're friends. Like I don't mean like that. I mean like meeting people and listening to what people have to say, their stories, what they've gone through, and connecting with people and realizing that there are people out there that go through so many things and they're the nicest people in the world and don't deserve half of the crap that goes on or happens to them, okay? And I feel like when it comes to chosen ones, a lot of times, you guys, it's either bullying or, some people trying to project their insecurities or their problems or their burdens. And, even when it comes to certain cultures, it's almost like certain cultures will try to force their children to do certain things or, make everything a gender thing. Like, oh, because you're a boy, you don't do this. Because you're a girl, you don't do that. Like, like this old school, like ignorant type of mentality that like some people have. I feel like that is another thing, right? So definitely take what resonates with that, with emotions, right? Like, you guys have deep emotions. Sometimes you may feel like your emotions are misunderstood because, you know, maybe you act a certain way or you carry yourself a certain way, and people just assume a lot of times about you. Or even when it comes to like your emotions, you may feel like you have deep emotions and people still don't understand what you're trying to say, but for some reason you understand everybody else because you have deep emotions. Like, imagine, right? So Spirit is saying you are enough. Okay, so somebody who needs to hear that, Spirit is saying that you are enough. You are more than enough. Okay, you have always been enough. Okay, people who try to make you feel like you are lesser than, that is their insecurities, and that's actually their problem. Okay, that's not your problem to deal with. And I always say that in my messages. It's like people will always project onto you. So Spirit is saying listen to the whispers. Okay, the whispers are your inner knowing. Okay, your inner knowing, your inner guidance, you know, Spirit speaking through you and with you. This could be your angels, right? Your guides, your ancestors, whoever you believe in, right? But there's just this energy of you listening to your inner intuition. Okay, the whatever whisper that you're listening to in your inner intuition is telling you to step into courage. Okay, some of you 555 in the timer with this eclipse full moon, some of you guys are going through a cleanse. Okay, so a transition, a cleanse, where if you were somebody who wasn't that courageous, it's almost like now you're stepping into the energy of being courageous, being confident, being loud, being bold. Okay, being colorful, right, in your energy. And there's like this spark that goes off, right, when it comes to your energy too. Another thing I was saying, that like when I think of lights, there's like a baby crow or raven, I don't know what it is, but it's just chilling on the I don't know how these animals always come near my car and they're not scared of me. I think people feed them. It's gone now. But yeah, I don't know why I'm getting this energy. Like, you know, when electricity goes off, right? And when you have no electricity, you have to use candles. Okay, you have to use candles or some type of fire to see through whatever it is. It's kind of almost giving like the Hermit card too, where it's like you go within introspection, but there's something about a spark or a light. Okay, matches, a box of matches could be significant. Like, say you smoke cigarettes or you use like box of matches to like light your candles. Excuse me, guys, that's, you know, significant too. Another thing I was going to say too is that it's like someone's fire. So say someone tried to dim your light or tried to dim your fire, especially if you have fire placements too, especially. I feel like also when the full moon gets closer to the ending, right, of where it stops at Aries, right, I feel like someone's fire is about to ignite. Someone's about to get a spark back. And some of you guys may feel like this too. It's like you guys are finally getting your spark back. Okay, so if you were dealing with people who tried to dim your fire or dim your light, that's significant. Okay, that's really significant at this time. We also have sacred space. Some of you guys could be finding a sacred space to go within. Some of you guys are trying to find a sacred space, so this could be going outside. Okay, this could be like a little space in your room, or, you know, in your home, maybe in your basement. But for some of you, even in nature, like being out in nature and finding a little space for you to sit down at, create your stuff, like whether you have art, whatever it is, right? But Spirit is saying that you need to do things that make you feel happy and make you feel free. So if you need to leave an environment, even if you don't have the money to pack up and leave, Spirit is saying go for a walk. Okay, go for a walk. Find a little place in nature. Find a bush. Somewhere that you can sit down and unwind and actually like hear yourself think, hear your thoughts, being alone and just sitting in silence. Now, not everybody can sit in silence, and this is coming from someone who has certain placements. I'm a Cancer sun. I would rather walk and go swimming and do things like that, or be near water, than to just sit there and be like, And this is why I said that not everybody can do that. And I'm not judging, but not everybody can do that. And also I'm a fire moon, so I cannot stay still. It's a sickness. Okay, all my fire signs and fire moons know what I'm talking about. Okay, like it doesn't matter what placement you have fire, especially if it's in your big six. I feel like we just cannot stay still. Okay, I need to move my body. I need to do something, even if it's me walking in the mall and I'm not even buying anything. I just need to move. Okay, so don't get me wrong, I'll stay still, I'll sit down, I'll stay still, I'll relax, I'll nap, I'll sleep, but it's just how we are built. Like, we need to move. Okay, so take whatever resonates with that as an example. example, we have create. Okay, so some of you guys could be finding a sacred space for you to create new ideas, new things. Okay, as you guys can see, like sometimes I'll do my readings outside in the car. That's my sacred space. I may find different areas to go to where it's quieter, hopefully, but you guys know if I see something shady or people are coming in my area, in my energy, then I leave and I move. You guys know me right now, okay? But when it comes to that too, it's like even me as an example. Like I love to use myself as an example so you guys can see like, hey, if she can do that, I can do that too, right? So it's like even me, I could be home right now doing my readings. I would prefer to be home and do my readings because I find it easier to you know, put the cards on the table so that you guys can see everything. The reason why I'm looking over there too is monarch butterflies are very significant. This is the second time I've seen one because I don't see them all the time. And that's also confirmation for whoever's listening to this message with transformation and change. Okay. But like I said, when it comes to sacred spaces, right, it's like you guys could be going through a lot of changes where finally you will find a sacred space, or you will be able to create, or you will be able to get that spark where you're able to do what makes you happy, right? So we have growing. Okay, so take whatever resonates with that. We have growing. You guys are growing at this time, and that's significant too. But definitely there's just something about the energy where you guys, like I said, when it comes to changes, you guys are going through a lot of growth. You guys are going through a lot, right? Where spirit is actually guiding you right through these changes so that you can move forward. Yeah, we have play. So this could also talk about your inner child with 1111. I like how my phone was so dim and dark and then it just got bright out of nowhere. Okay. But definitely there's so many birds. Guys, you don't understand how many birds are flying up either under my car or like around my car. It's crazy, right? I don't care, but I just think it's so crazy because it doesn't happen all the time. But every time I've started to do my readings in this particular spot, I've been noticing them more a lot. Okay. So even your frequency and your aura, it doesn't lie. So if you notice a lot of animals, whether it's birds, squirrels, whatever it is, if they're coming into your energy more, and it flew away, that's a sign that your vibration and your frequency is changing. Okay, guys. But we have play. Okay, play could be significant when it comes to your inner child. Being more playful when it comes to like you following your bliss is significant. Okay, so following your bliss, following your own path. Another thing I was gonna say too is like the Wizard of Oz. Okay, you guys know the Wizard of Oz, the yellow brick road, right? There's something about that too. Like maybe you guys resonate with the Wizard of Oz. Okay, you don't have to, but I just feel like this could be confirmation for somebody when it comes to like certain movies and things like that. But yeah, there's something about following your path. And even with the yellow brick road, it's like they were following their path so that they could find what it is that they needed. One wanted a brain, one wanted courage, you know what I mean? So take what resonates with this. Okay, some of you guys, when it comes to you following your path, there's something about your seasons changing. You guys are going through a season of change. Some of you guys, this could be metaphorically or like literally. Okay, so right now it's like where I live, it's summer, but the weather has switched drastically. It's cooler than normal. And so as the weather changes, you guys are changing as well. So with fall happening soon, right, there's something about harvesting. Harvesting, basically you being able to step into this energy of, you know, say you are harvesting new things, right? You guys are transitioning, planting new seeds. So it's almost like getting prepared for the winter time. And that could be significant too, preparation. Okay, Spirit is preparing you for something else. So, you know, this is the season to get prepared and plan and do what you need to do. And then when winter comes, it's like we're in stillness. So this is like introspection, going within, right? And then when spring comes again, it's almost like we're going back into planting newer seeds, or watching these seeds that we've been trying to plant, you know, nurturing them, watering them, and then in summer watching them grow. Yeah, so clarity. Okay, so yeah, some of you guys are getting clarity when it comes to seasons changing, you going through changes. Like I said, introspection is significant. Okay, and also a new day. Okay, so take whatever resonates. Highest self as well. Okay, I've been saying that you guys are connected to your higher self. Butterflies are significant too when it comes to synchronicities as well, and there is something unfolding for some of you guys as well too when it comes to this energy. And again, transformation. So the same thing I was saying about butterflies and seeing certain things. things, right? Some of you guys are also going with the cosmic flow. So it's like, instead of going against what spirit is trying to do, you're going with the flow, with alignment. Okay, so definitely take what resonates. Okay, your wisdom is something that's significant too. Some of you have inner knowing and clarity as well, which is also a gift in itself. But yeah, I'm gonna end it here. All right, guys, definitely take, you know, whatever resonates with you with this message. And again, thank you guys for the love and the support. However you support me, I appreciate that. Like I always say, a little bit goes a long way. So I just want to say thank you guys. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next reading. All right, guys, have a wonderful Thursday. Bye, y'all.